Empire or home?
I think I'm live. Alrighty, here we are getting ready to have the Empire versus Thunderbirds matchup here. It feels like we haven't been here in quite some time, but we are here. We're live. We're plus recording. I think we got a countdown. I mean,
Is it live?
we're live. We're ready to go.
All right, good. So we're actually recording. No, we're waiting. You can start. I can catch up.
We are ready to go
You're good.
here.
Set their line.
A big UCCSTL divisional matchup here.
Oh, yeah.
You know, the Thunderbirds have been off to a hot start. The Empire cannot say as much, but they would love to make a good point here as he fouls that one off. It's an opportunity here for the Empire to show that they can hang with the best of them.
They only have 3 guys.
That seems to be a trend around here. That's all we're going to have, too. Oh, really? That's awesome.
I'm going to actually have my whole team here for once.
So the Empire are shorthanded today, only having 3 players. Sam right on those pitches from Andrew. With that being said, Andrew Nichols is starting today for the Thunderbirds. Tony over there is third base. Wouldn't be surprised to see a couple innings out of both of them. But we'll see. I don't think they've played that strategy yet this year, but we've seen that with these one game in a night situations. Gets him swinging on the high riser. 1 away. Yeah, that's all right, you know.
Like, I set Andrew as the pitcher, and then it, like, somehow didn't set him as a pitcher, and it had Tony pitching. This is a safe space.
All right, so 1 away now, and Alex is up for the Empire. Andrew starting off looking well. He's all right around the zone, even when he's missing.
Yep.
You know, that was a struggle to start the year for him.
He
So
did pitch in a torrential downpour, which did not help.
that's true as
his
well.
cause.
You know, he's had one good start and one kind of shaky start. So he's really looking to make a statement here about what his season's going to be. Oh, Alex goes the other way with it, and John can't come up with it. I don't even remember how to work this thing anymore. All right, I got a runner on first now, 1 away.
Hit on that? Hit.
I'd get him in here,
They're single.
It's where it touches the player.
It's one base.
Oh, where it touches the player.
Yeah. Well, actually,
So the official scorebook is going to rule out a hit as that was a hard line drive. There's a good strike pitch.
I do feel like that should be a double.
Maybe.
Because the ball hit in the grass.
Well, Commissioner, his own
That is
teammate, said it was a
something-
single.
That is
So
something we need to talk about.
1-1 now.
It's in the grass.
2-1.
Well, maybe, no? I can see it both ways.
So we got 1 on, 1 out. Captain and Commissioner Josh Rogers does a good job holding up there.
Right, yeah. Because it's, you know, I mean, I know it's different, it's not.
That hits the bottom handle of the bat for a foul ball. That's a tough break there for Josh.
Mine was better.
As he did struggle a little bit on the check swing, which caused him to hit it with the handle, making it 3-2 now.
3-2, yeah. All right.
4-2.
Start talking, sorry.
42, let's go, Kip.
I just moved it so it wouldn't pick up your conversation too. And that is going to be the walk. So let's see, Josh. Josh is going to take the 55 and under.
Oh, here we go. I know. As this is what we saw all of last weekend, so maybe Josh will be on time on this.
Yeah, I think that was something I was thinking about on the way here that I was kind of excited about, is that speed is not going to be rare to a lot of the people that played skibby over the weekend. So, you know, if you can work that count right now, that's going to be huge in these games.
Yeah, you
That
gotta
is
be feeling
4.
pretty confident.
So one more ball and he gets the double walk. And he does pick up the double walk.
Second and third, 1 out.
So Josh, telling his teammate exactly what I was about to say. We now have second and third, 1 out.
I forgot, do
Fourth.
we do wild pitch or pass ball? Doesn't matter.
Play the ball! Yeah!
You could just quick advance by batter also. That works too. Yeah, quick. Yeah, the base they're going to. Yeah, if you do it.
I forgot how to do this.
Yeah, if you do advance by batter though, the RBIs will count.
Oh, okay.
So.
Maybe I should do that.
All right, so number 3 overall pick, Sam Eichenlaub here with an opportunity to pick up a couple RBIs potentially.
Yeah, this is who you want up for the Empire. This is, especially in a 3-man lineup, you want to get him as many at-bats as possible because he's at the top for a reason. So
Yeah, that 3-man lineup means no matter what, everyone bats every inning. And I tell you what, that's probably a good thing for the Empire here with Sam at least, because Sam is a guy they really need to get going.
Yeah.
As he was drafted to have a good bat and a good arm. And the offense has kind of sputtered on this team a little bit, so he hasn't had a ton of opportunities. And I think the more he sees the ball, the better he's going to be.
Oh, absolutely. And you got to remember, this is not his first year
Yeah.
of wiffle ball, but it's definitely his first season of Mo Wiff. So I think it's going to take a little bit of time to get that timing down.
Yeah, we are in the 55 and under situation, and the little lob pitch hits the top of the zone.
Got him looking.
Wow, we haven't seen too many of those.
Alex was throwing a ball back. Sam, oh yeah, that bat. Yeah,
We haven't-
throwing a ball back. I wasn't even paying attention.
We haven't seen too many caught looking 55 and unders this year. We've had a
that
few
one
swing and
hurts.
misses.
That hurts.
You know, sometimes you swing a little bit out of your shoes, but
Yeah.
you know, it would be interesting to see if, as the season progresses, does the 55 and under start to look more like Skibby League, where you get some nasty 55 and unders.
Right.
I mean, that'll definitely be the question, or if it just continues to be almost what looks like a straight up lob for a lot of these pitchers.
You know, a lot of people got a little bit of practice.
John is going to make this play this time, and that'll be out number 3. We will be heading to the bottom of the first inning now. Still 0-0 as Andrew works his way out of the jam.
Is Brett here? Or, hey, is Blake here?
We are going to take a moment to thank our
Skip him? Okay, that's fine.
division sponsors. I don't have the little
I know how to
spiel,
do it.
Oh, here, I got it.
but Feather Shark,
Is he going to show
not
up? or-
present in this game, but is one of our divisional
Is he gonna be here at
sponsors. And Feather Shark is a IT provider for local fire districts in the area. These are the rules. These are the sponsors. Feather Shark, located in Chesterfield, Missouri. Feather Shark is the leading IT provider for fire districts in the metro area. They provide, manage, and support VIP phones, desktop servers, and networks. Find more at feathershark.com. So, starting on the hill for the Empire, as expected, is Sam Eichenlaub. He is a guy that I believe the stats don't reflect the skill. He's come out and pitched really well in a lot of games, but he's been on the wrong side of it a lot of times. And it's just one of those things. He hasn't been he hasn't been dominant, but he's kept his team in just about every game he's pitched, which is really all you can ask from a guy. It's just, this team has sputtered to start the year, so, he's kind of been on the wrong side of that.
Yeah, I think he's gotten just a little bit of trouble with throwing some balls and getting in that 55 situation. And then he's also, I think, maybe week 1 he ran out of gas towards the end. So just building up that stamina and getting used to throwing every week is gonna benefit for him.
Yeah, I mean, his only experience in fast pitch wiffle ball, other than playing as a kid, is in a league where if he hit the strike zone, they didn't swing, they were out every time, which really saved his arm. He only had to pitch every other inning in our setting, so it was he's getting used to being out there every inning, throwing more pitches, kind of building that up as the year goes on. Good pitch there. Now, Tony, on the other side of this, the number 2 overall pick, is a very big threat at the dish.
Absolutely,
And he's worked the 55 and under here.
and this is where he's really dangerous.
As he goes the other way with it, that will be a double. So no harm there because the walk would have been exactly the same, but that does go into the batting average for Tony.
I would take that as a hitter all day. You get the OPS, the slugging.
running?
Yeah, so Adam over here, you probably can't hear him, made the comment, why isn't he running? And we ran all weekend, which sucked. I hate running. But now Andrew here, just as good of a hitter as Tony, making this lineup very dangerous and no relief after the first batter here.
There is no holes in this lineup. This lineup is very scary as an opposing pitcher.
Oh, good pitch there. Hits the bottom of the zone. Yeah, Andrew has kind of developed into one of those guys that can pretty much put any pitcher in the league in play.
Mm-hmm.
And that makes him tough as a pitcher because you have to, you have to decide what you want to throw him very carefully because he's going to hit it at some point in the game. It's just a matter of what are you going to let him hit, basically.
Yes, he is one of the more dangerous hitters in the league, and he's in the 3-hole for the Thunderbirds, which is crazy to think about.
I know, I was telling you.
The other flip side of this matchup is that Andrew is a big fan of the trash talk, and Josh Rogers on the other side is one of his favorite targets. So,
yeah, we will see if that comes into play today. With maybe only one game, maybe that doesn't happen tonight.
he does pick up the swing and the miss on a slow slider there, a different speed. That could be something that we're developing here is switching speeds a little more for Sam. We haven't seen too much of that, but he threw 2 of those slower sliders to him that at bat.
Yeah. Hey, any way to get the bat hitter off balance and out in front, it's going to help when you're throwing. When he's a very hard thrower, so any changeup will make it tough on the hitter.
Now, something that probably hasn't been talked about too much here is the amount of experience this guy at the plate has against Sam, as we played in the same league. And we had many playoff matchups against them, so he's got some experience here against Sam. Obviously a different environment, but let's see if that plays any kind of role here in this game.
I did not know that. I would have to think that would give him a slight advantage.
Yeah, I mean, he's probably seen him on the offensive side more than anyone else in the league, and that makes a big difference.
Yeah.
Well,
I have 3.
I also have 3. I'm not the official scorebook, but that's why I checked yours before I said anything. Ooh, tips it. Does it again, and he's out. Yeah, it's also, Josh used to say it every time it happened last year. No one can hear you, though. There you go.
Oh,
Goes the other way with it.
Just foul.
Yeah, the unfortunate side is we don't really have any good live stream angles of down the line, and we actually won't have them at all as there's no GoPro set up behind home plate either right now. But that was foul. You're just going to have to believe us. Gets him on the slower pitch there. We've seen that twice now this inning.
Looking very good, looking like a very good pitch so far.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things that in Major League Baseball, changing speeds is so important. But in wiffle ball, a lot of times, people just go out there and try to beat you in movement and speed, and they don't think about the fact how much speed changes can.
Yeah.
Everyone wants to throw hard and wants to throw hard with good movement, but slowing it down can really mess people up.
From this slow or short of a pitching mound, like it don't take much to throw you off because you got to gear up for that fast stuff.
Yeah, and it just makes your fast stuff look that much faster too.
Yeah,
when you have it in the back of your mind that something slow could show up, he definitely. I thought he checked swung at first. I have a tripod in my way. I couldn't actually see. A little low. 3-1 now.
I think
2-2.
I think the first one was a strike.
Oh.
I may be wrong. I'm just gonna let them play it out.
Yep. So we have 2 different counts over here. A little low.
The first one, it hit the zone and went down. It looked like. Let's see what happens. Oh, you must have been right.
Looks like I am correct as he takes the walk. We were hoping nobody would ask us. And we won.
Yeah, just what I needed.
That is going to put 2 runners on, 2 outs for Tony Cochran. This guy is making a very strong case early to be the Rookie of the Year, but not to mention he's right there in MVP, he's right there in Cy Young. I mean, he's right there in every award you can think of.
Every big award, he's going to be up there in the talk. He's just from both sides. I mean, very good player.
Yeah, it'll be very interesting to see if they decide to bring him in to pitch any of this game, with it only being the one game of the night.
Yeah.
Or if he just kind of gets the night off. I mean, that's what's tough is it feels like we haven't played in so long, so you may want to get some people some innings.
Right.
Josh has an opportunity here down the line. You probably couldn't see that, but it was a routine ground ball for Josh for out number 3. And we will head to the top of the second inning now. Top of the second inning is going to be brought to you by this matchup of UCC STL. UCC STL will recover money owed to you from creditors, collect on court judgments awarded to you and or your business. Go to uccstl.com for more information. Oh, I still left base runners on.
Because normally the spray chart comes out. I don't know if that's why or not, but it might not be.
Stop hitting buttons. All right. So Josh Rogers going to lead off the inning. A big strike, number 1.
Was that a strike you said?
It was a strike. It hit the nice bottom of the zone. Very well placed.
Andrew may have found it.
Yeah,
so.
it's 0-2 to start this batter real quick. I believe a couple weeks ago, Josh said that he takes all the strikes and swings at all the balls. And so far this at-bat, that's exactly what's happening now. He did a good job first at-bat laying off. And he does a good job there as well. But, I mean, that is the tough part of wiffle ball sometimes is, you know.
Josh Rogers foul ball.
It's one of those things that it's not only do you have speed and not a whole lot of reaction time, but the movement is just unnatural at times. And it's hard to tell your brain this could hit. Oh, I'm a little off over here now. We'll switch camera angles as I go fix. Oh, Adam's all over it. I think this is the first time I've seen Adam's new jerseys. They're looking nice.
Yes, he just got them. He just got them in last weekend.
Yeah, they are very nice looking. You'll see those in the 9 o'clock game. Oh, and we do get the behind the home plate camera right as he swings and misses. We could use a little adjustment still.
Oh, my bad.
It's all good. It just didn't really point down the line.
I thought he gave the spray chart for everybody, but I guess it doesn't.
I wish we could like back it up so we could see the whole field, but it would have to be behind the net then.
Or you have to move the net back.
Or we just move home plate back.
Yeah.
Tell them to come out and repaint the whole field. Sorry, this isn't working. Oh my gosh, you gotta be kidding me. So right away, it's not terrible, but
big
be
swing
better.
from Sam. As Andrew looks to have found it, and you do not want to, you want to get on Andrew early because he seems to get better as the game goes on. So
yeah, absolutely. He's a consistency, kind of struggler, but once he finds it, he's good. He's locked in.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things that, very much that first couple innings, he gets him looking silly there. Those first couple innings are really when you got to hop on him, and if you don't, you're going to be fighting an uphill battle.
Yeah, absolutely.
Especially with this offense of that Thunderbirds team, you really got to jump on him quick. Otherwise, you could be looking at a pretty large deficit pretty quick.
Yeah. And as of now, you have to think just a couple of runs make Andrew feel pretty good with how he's come out today and thrown. So
yeah, and I think he's got to feel very good about that, considering just about everybody in this league it's been a little bit since they played. Some more than others. My team, Adam's team, has only played one game in week 1. But even the teams that have been playing, it's still been a couple weeks with the rainouts. So to come out and throw strikes right off the bat is always a good feeling.
Yeah, it's been a month for my team as well. So a lot of these teams coming out
good pitch.
have not played in a long time.
Yeah, that is the tough part about all of our spring. Is it just seems like it rains every Thursday.
Only on Thursdays, but
We got lucky it came a day early. It rained a whole bunch yesterday.
I think the holiday.
I have 3 too, yeah.
Yeah, the holiday may have messed the rain schedule up. So.
Yeah, the rain decided to wait a day for us. Full.
They're cheering for you, Alex.
Hit a home run.
Alex did pick up his first career home run this year. That'll be a 5.
Right.
He gets the 55 and under, an opportunity to do some damage. With 2 away here, I'm not sure if Andrew's even really making an attempt to throw a strike here.
Yeah.
It kind of feels like we're just tossing them up, but maybe.
Oh, he's just trying to paint that outside corner.
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely, gets the swing and a miss, though, as he finally does come back in. That's one of those things that's probably in your head, he's not trying to throw me a strike, and then he finally throws it to you, and you're not really ready for it.
Not ready
anymore.
for it, yeah.
So we are heading to the bottom of the second inning now. It is still 0-0. And good into the bottom of the second inning, we would like to thank our playoff sponsor, who everybody who is playing tonight will be fighting for a spot, and that will be sponsored by FGM Logistics, a locally family-owned trucking company hiring Class A CDL drivers starting at $27 an hour. You can call 618-875-9425 for more information. They also sponsored our All-Star game last year, kind of last minute. So they are a really great company that's helped out MO WIFF a lot. I believe Doug's family owns it.
Yes, that is.
And you know, so it's a big deal to have people in the league that, you know, love it so much that, you know, your own companies are willing to invest in it.
All the support is very good for our league and helps us buy multiple things that we need and basically lets us play every Thursday night. So.
Yeah, I mean, the only way I would really start wondering is if all of Josh's players start getting paid. Then I would be a little concerned about the sponsorships.
Right.
When all of Josh's players are offered money, then we may have an issue. But until then, we really do appreciate all of our sponsors who help us, you know, put on the show that we do. I forgot to switch back to a solo angle as you got a little double screen action. Although Josh really likes it, I think it's too much going on.
I tend to agree.
I don't ever know which one I want to look at.
Right.
So we'll make sure that we don't.
If there's two screens up, I would rather them be 2 separate things so I can watch.
Yes, I could watch 2 fully different screens. Like I have 3 monitors for my computer, but 2 things on one screen is kind of weird.
Yeah, I agree.
I can't do it. I have 4-1 also,
4-1.
yeah. Look at that. We're all on the same page.
Hey. Oh, shoot.
Is that 5?
Yep, that was 5.
So we're heading to the 55 and under. This is a big moment here, and I do think it seems like the strategy so far, until people learn to throw kind of a nastier 55 and under, it seems like we will see more of this almost like intentional double, or if it's not the perfect pitch, I'm not really trying to throw you a strike.
Almost pitch around them because
I mean
one swing changes the game.
Yeah, so I think it's going to be interesting because I think pitchers will learn as the season goes on. You really need these outs, and that we might see more development in that 55 and under. But for now, it seems like people are almost avoiding it more than.
Yeah.
And that is why right there is that goes the opposite field, and it's now 1-0 Thunderbirds.
As he goes Oppo Taco.
And that's what Andrew does. He just puts the bat on the ball.
Barrels it up.
And 55 and under to a guy like Andrew is almost, you're better off just giving him second and letting someone else beat you, because
oh, and then he goes to the change.
Yeah, we do. We're switching speeds pretty regularly here, which is definitely not a bad thing, because now you could come back either direction and feel pretty good about it.
Mm-hmm.
So I was telling Adam over the weekend, and I sent Cameron a picture of it. I've decided to turn a coffee table in my basement area into a place where I'm putting all of my wiffle ball stickers, and I'm putting them on the coffee table.
I like it.
Because I have some in my bucket, but then I started thinking, like, the bucket's going to be out in the elements, and, like, it goes places with me. Like, eventually those are going to get torn up and not any good. Like, where can I keep some, especially the ones like, you know, the U-WIFF sticker from 2021. Like, you know, that's not one that I can go get again if something happens to it. Now, I happen to have the bag with all of them in it, So I gave them to the people that wanted them, and I had an extra one, so now that's on the coffee table. But
Nice.
it's kind of a nice little man cave edition.
Yeah, I have them all on my bucket, but that is a great idea because eventually my bucket will probably not be in good shape. So
Yeah, I'm thinking I might do like either get like a sheet of thicker plexiglass or actual glass and set it like kind of on top.
Yeah.
That way you're not setting drinks and stuff on the
Right.
stickers. But
Yeah,
for
no,
now
that'll
they're
look
just
good.
on there, and we'll see how that goes. But we do have one away here. 1-0 Thunderbirds on the back of that Andrew solo 55 and under home run. Good pitch there to get ahead on Dalton.
Yep, that's the name of the game. Got to get ahead with that. Obviously, as you've seen, the 55 and under has hurt him, so you got to make sure you stay ahead.
Yeah, I
Those
tell you what,
strikes.
it really, this year for pitchers, it really does feel like an uphill battle when you fall behind.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, it really gets in your head that you could potentially be in that 55 and under situation, and you kind of press a little bit more. And then when you go, 2-3 batters in a row of falling behind, and then the inning feels like it's never going to end.
Well, and then the batters can, once you fall behind, the batters can be a little more pickier about what they're swinging at because they know if you're not careful, they go down at 55 mile per hour.
Yeah, that's
So-
definitely what seems to be the strategy this year is, Mo Wiff has very talented players, so players are genuinely pretty aggressive.
Yeah.
But if you just keep missing the zone and keep missing the zone, eventually they're going to be like, you know what? Until he hits the zone, I'm not even going to try, which is almost one of the most frustrating places you can be as a pitcher, knowing they're not going to swing and knowing you still can't hit the zone.
Right.
So Tony here with 2 away, goes the other way with it, but right to Alex.
Right at Alex.
So only the 1 run, but it does make it 1-0 Thunderbirds as we head to the top of the 3rd inning now. This is a UCC STL divisional matchup. One team projected to be the best team, one team fighting for a playoff spot. Just off projections, but that has been somewhat true in our division at least.
I would have to say.
The other division could be definitely argued as the stronger division, so anybody could surprise you over there. Where so far, things have played out pretty straightforward in our division.
Yeah, I would have to agree there.
That is going to bring up Josh, who I believe led off last inning as well, for the top of the 3rd inning.
Oh, what a
Another
pitch.
first pitch strike. And that's a tough pitch there, that little drop, because he throws 2 pitches and one goes up and one goes down. And that's completely different when you're batting.
His drop is really gross.
Yeah, it's sharp and it's hard.
It's hard to even just see.
Oh, Josh does make contact, but Tony's going to make a great play there.
Maybe your guy should show up.
Yikes. Wait till you see my infielders. I got a guy who's coming off a knee injury. And James.
No, shouldn't.
I think we're good. So I think we lost the live stream there for a second, but we should be live again. It came up and said
I'm looking.
something about the live stream was down. Do we want to keep recording? And so now between innings, we turned it off and turned it back on. It looks like we're good to go. It says live plus recording, and I have a countdown.
Just keep it on home plate. Just so if it doesn't overheat.
Yeah.
Because that one's just faking out in the sun.
I still say what? It still says was live though.
Let's see. Where's YouTube at? YouTube is showing.
Oh, you want to take
Was this the bottom of the 3rd now?
Yeah.
So I just changed it to bottom of the 3rd. It does look like we're live on YouTube. Because that's right now. It's a little behind, but
Okay, so maybe Facebook just is not working.
maybe. We'll see. Anything is better than nothing, though. So we are back live, hopefully. Looks like we are. Ball low. Good pitch there.
What a pitch. Yeah, it does still say live.
Ooh, just low. It hit the noodle.
Andrew's up.
Andrew's self-proclaimed great eye there.
Okay. I think we're just live on YouTube, but
Well, that's better than nothing. Hi, YouTube.
One day I will. Not right now, but not. I mean, you look at like you guys. Actually, watching the stuff right down the head. Maybe.
oh, and Andrew goes down swinging. As Sam gets the first out of the bottom of the third. Sam is definitely settled in here after an early home run from Andrew, keeping this Empire team in the game.
Yeah, I don't know if we're live or not on Facebook, but I made a Facebook post just telling everyone to go check out YouTube just in case. So hopefully we are live again.
I just checked YouTube and Andrew was up, so
Perfect. That's what we like to
YouTube
hear.
is definitely working. So
Yep, so we should be at least something here.
At least we have one site streaming. So
Yeah, if nothing else, at least it's something, yeah, because nothing's worse than not having the recording later on.
Right.
So YouTube does store all of our old games, which is important to a lot of people in the league and people that couldn't catch it live. So hopefully everything is going as planned, and we're not talking to no one, as Cole and I have had that
we have
experience.
done that before.
Unfortunately. You know what though? That was some S tier commentating, considering nobody was watching when that happened.
I wish we could go back in here because it's probably the best game I've ever announced in my life.
And no one could say differently as John goes down swinging. We got 2 away now, as Sam is kind of making quick work out here
Yeah.
of this Thunderbirds lineup, and that's going to bring up Dalton Lung with 2 outs. Ooh, just misses.
Yeah, 8-2 outs, huh? Oh, I'm tired.
Oh, Dalton puts one in play. Sam over the shoulder. Great catch there for out number 3.
Cole, did you guys finish pictures last time?
Yes. My whole team is here. We got a team picture. We got single pictures.
I was excited to get mine done and then realized half my
So
team's
as soon as
done.
I slowly got around it, I was good.
We can still get a team picture, at least some of you guys have.
All right, so, well, Jimmy will be here, though, so he can at least get his individuals because he's the only one who didn't.
So I always have it towards the right.
We will thank
Oh yeah, the shortstop there. I don't want
Public Schoolhouse.
have to take.
Oh, I didn't go. I went in order of the images, not in the order of here. That always messes me up. So thank you, Public Schoolhouse. Josh is up. We'll talk about them in a second. So still 1-0 here in the top of the 4th inning. You know Josh would like to do some damage here, or at least get on base, extend it to the next guys, try and make some kind of push here.
Josh is known for some big home runs for his team down late in the game.
Yeah, I mean, that is definitely where Josh plays his best wiffle ball, is in that big moment. So hopefully, if you're an Empire fan, you might see that here. We do have 7 people watching the YouTube, so obviously sending everybody to YouTube. I'm going to load it on all my phones too, so we can get all the viewers. Get all our viewers.
That's what we need.
Josh pops it straight up. Tony calling off, and Dre drops it.
Give me a hit!
Yeah.
I can't do that, but he does drop it and gets a base runner on first. So Tony was calling it. Andrew kept going back, and then at the last second, he let Tony have it, who was calling it, and it kind of just popped right out. So now you got 1 on and nobody out.
Wow.
Anybody else we might have given the hit, but it's Josh, so definitely
Could
that.
that change the game?
It could. I mean, how big is that now? An opportunity here. Ooh, hits him. That's 2 balls in the league we just got done playing in.
Not 2 balls here, though.
Not 2 balls here. That ball's hit down the line. Back-to-back runners on now. Josh is pumped as his team is threatening here, only down by 1. You love to see that energy. If you're a team player, this is a big moment.
0.
I'm not sure what happened, but Josh is going nuts.
Yeah, Josh is really being the #1 fan of his own team right now, and that's perfectly fine with me. Hey, he's not wrong. Josh says we're 0-5. We need something. A little in-game interview. And this is exactly
Get a little energy going.
That's exactly right, though. I mean, you got to think if you are feeling down about your team and you've got an opportunity here against what's regarded as one of the best teams in the league, only down by 1. 4-0.
Yeah, we got 4-0. Like, are the wheels
That is
falling off?
5. Does he take the bases loaded? He will.
Swing it.
Oh, he's not. He's
He
going to
wanted
take the
to take the
55
walk.
and under. He was going to take the
But his
walk.
captain,
Yeah, if you're not comfortable with it, take the
You don't
walk.
want it, I'll go
I
out.
don't care.
It'll be bases loaded, nobody out, and you'll still get another at bat. That's the turns up roller. Let's do that.
All right, so he will
and
take
he
the
will
walk
take
after
the walk.
after a little conversation behind home
Lots of-
plate.
Lots of conversation.
I think that's the right call, though. Nobody out, bases loaded.
We're begging for runs.
Right.
I mean, at
2.5
this
games
point,
left.
even another walk ties the game.
walk.
That's my rationale.
Now,
I mean-
or another error.
Yeah, I mean,
Get a little
anything,
sack fly.
anything other than strikeouts
Are good here.
can work in your
Well,
favor.
Ground balls could suck because then they can turn it to a play, but
That's true, but you could.
Me first pitch strikes, I'd really appreciate it.
A little back and forth between Josh and Andrew.
He's saying you're not a threat.
Dang.
all right. This is definitely the inning. Like,
This could be a big moment for the entire rest of the season for this team.
is this a turning point in the umpire season?
Yeah, I mean, they're 0-5
Yeah.
against what's pretty much regarded as top 1 or 2 teams in the league.
Yeah.
And you're down by 1 with bases loaded, nobody out with 13 minutes left in the game.
Yeah.
I mean, you really got to think that.
2-2.
Yeah. So this is a big moment not only for this game but potentially the rest of the season for this Empire.
Right.
They switched jerseys,
Oh,
and Josh is going to go down swinging. You're going to get a good look down the first baseline as that camera's all types of messed up. We'll go behind the pitcher as I go fix that.
All right, Sam.
Sam comes up after his last at bat hitting the ball hard down the line. So I think the 3-man lineup is paying off for Sam as he has seen Andrew multiple times already. Paying off with the big, hard hit down the line.
Absolutely.
Yes, that's a double.
And he gets a
That was
big
a double.
hit.
Double.
We're waiting for the official
That was a
ruling.
double.
That ball was smoked, though. That either
Grass or dirt?
That was on the ground.
it was very close.
It was grass. I saw green too.
The people from the stands are saying it
is-
hit grass. They're saying grass up here.
Grass?
2-1 now on
Wow.
the double from Sam Eichenlob. Holy cow.
And there it is. The game has turned.
Yeah. Wow, has the Empire season turned?
Yeah. And
I mean, this is a big moment here, and as a Melonhead, I'm very excited because this is a team that we were fighting, for potential
And
first place. We've only played one game,
that
but
walk.
we felt like this was a team that we needed to fight for first place against. So this would be a big win for the Empire.
that walk may have been a great decision.
Yeah, because on the 55 and under, let's say he grounds into a double play there.
Right.
Then we're in real
And
trouble.
the last time he had got to the 55, he actually struck out. So
Just outside. Now the Empire are in the lead, which is
Yeah.
a good place to be.
yep,
As
with
we're-
Sam pitching well.
And 11 minutes left in the game. I mean, you're in a situation now that, you're putting the pressure on the Thunderbirds to do it.
Absolutely.
You're no longer the ones
I
who
have
have
3-2.
to do it. They have to do it.
Yeah, absolutely. Like they're in a really good spot. Sam's pitching well, throwing strikes.
Yeah, I think that all that energy from Josh flooded over
Yeah.
Alex, let's go.
into big plays for the Empire.
The captain is just pushing all the
That
right
ball's
buttons.
hitting to play right to Andrew.
out! You can't turn it! Try anyway.
He does miss the attempt at the double play that couldn't happen. But there's now 2 away.
2 outs.
I accidentally hit the inning button, so I cleared everything there for a second.
You hit a double. Where's he on second?
What if he catches him like?
Oh yeah, that wouldn't have been no play.
There's only double plays with the guy on first.
Yeah, that wouldn't have been a double play.
So it doesn't move with the second.
All right, so second and third now.
Well, we have
Get on.
ghost runners don't miss signs. Okay.
You have ghost base coaches, too, so there were no signs to miss.
Oh!
That ball is popped straight into the air. That's going to be a tough play. Tony makes a great one, though. Heading to the bottom of the 4th inning now, the Empire have taken the lead. Who's a good sponsor for taking the lead? A good sponsor for taking the lead has got to be 27 Outs because they make apparel for the true
Tony's
baseball fan. Made for you. Check them out at 7outs.com. I actually own a hat from 27 Outs. I'm a big fan of it. I just have so many hats, and for some reason the MO WIFF hat is always the one that ends up on my head. Ooh, almost lost the sponsorship.
Andrew.
So a big moment here now as the Empire up by 1, but Tony Cochran's going to lead off the inning. Exactly the guy you need at the dish if you're the Thunderbirds. And, man, would that make a statement for all those awards he wants to win.
Yeah, I mean...
If he could come up with that big moment right here,
yeah.
I mean, we already know that he's a big-time player.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people kind of argued that, you know, Sam Skibby, the thing that pushed him over the top last year were those big moment hits, the big moment home runs. So maybe this is one of those opportunities for Tony to do the same, but Josh makes a great play.
Hard hit ball. All you can ask for is good at bats here. And
so I mean, Josh has got to play good defense because he doesn't really do anything else.
Yeah.
So I mean, you got to respect it though. He wants an award at the only thing he's doing.
Yeah, that's. I mean.
Gotcha.
Prepping for it.
That is an award anybody can win. I mean, as long as you play well in the field.
Good pitch.
You don't have to hit. You don't have to pitch. You can just sit your butt over there at third base and try to win gold hands.
I think having the lead in this game gives you a little more confidence as the pitcher with Sam, too.
Yeah.
I think he feels a little bit better knowing he's the one who came through, got the RBIs.
Well,
he's pitching well.
He was cruising. I mean,
I heard plastic.
He let up. I mean, he's let up 2 hits, and the one was on a 55ers. Actually, both were on 55ers.
True.
The very first batter of the game, and Andrew. So
one of those situations where you can hang with the solo shot, and that's exactly what happened here. He kept people off base, so all it was the solo shot, and now he has got a good opportunity here for the Empire.
Yeah, you just gotta make sure to keep throwing strikes, and you gotta feel pretty good about how the ball's moving and the velocity. He's throwing very hard, changing speeds.
Great pitch there. Gets him looking.
He just said that. No, he's good. Josh just said Sam Eichenlaub has arrived, and he may have just jinxed his own pitcher.
That would be very unfortunate.
Yeah.
But maybe not. I mean, Josh is feeling himself right now. He's feeling his club. And at the end of the day, I think when you're sitting at 0-5, you just start having fun. You know, you stop worrying about wins and losses. You go out there and have fun, and you're going to see good wiffle ball played when you're just having fun.
Absolutely.
You know, we've seen that in many different cases and stages that, you know, sometimes you put too much pressure on yourself. You try too hard to do something, and next thing you know, you're behind the 8 ball. But in this situation, if they're just out there, nothing to lose, play a good game, a lot of good stuff can happen there.
You still got to be careful with this Thunderbirds lineup. It's still very dangerous, and they can come back in a blink of an eye. So
yeah, absolutely. I 100% agree. You know, that's always got to be in the back of your mind. You know, but if you're Sam, I feel like you got to pitch like you think you're the best player on the field.
Oh, absolutely.
At this situation, you say, they can't hit me, I'm the best player on the field, and put yourself in the best situation to win. And that's going to be 5 there. So he's going to go 55 and under now to John, and John's got some pop.
I have a feeling they're going to put him on.
So they are going to give him the double walk with 2 outs. So that's not a bad strategy here as the 4th hitter.
1 sec. Oh, shit.
6 minutes.
6. Sorry.
So 2 away, runner on second, and Dalton Lung at the dish. You know, with the bottom of the lineup up, you understand the strategy. You just hope that it doesn't bite you.
Yeah, because now if you walk him, you got 2 guys on for
Tony. Yeah, that's a tough place to be. If you wait long enough in this league, that may go fair, as the field is a little lopsided like my head.
Yeah. That would have been a tough way to get out of that inning
Big swing there. And if you're in the situation where you're the umpire, you're going to take your time batting next inning.
Absolutely.
Well, I guess it doesn't matter because the home team. Yep. So either way.
So this is most likely our last inning with 5 minutes left.
I would say this is definitely our last inning. There's only 5 minutes left. We got the top and bottom here, though. So it is 2-1 Empire heading to the top of the 5th. By the time this inning starts, we'll probably have about 4 minutes left. So we're probably looking at the last inning. And you know what? Because it's the last inning in a one-run game, what a better sponsor than the Walk-Off Bat Company. Will we see a walk-off? Who knows? But Walk-Off Bat Company, they pride themselves on producing a high-quality bat. Their bats are durable and the lightest on the market. If you're looking for a bat that'll take your game to the next level, you can email them at walkoffbatco@gmail.com. Big swing and a miss. Good first pitch strike there from Andrew.
Hang on.
Josh going to make a strike zone correction. Josh
Great captain.
Josh is doing it all today.
Yeah.
He's making ground ball catches.
Doing
He's walking.
doing it all, but
Fixing
getting hits.
strike zone.
Getting hits. So. Oh.
Swing and miss on a ball that hit him in the hip.
Yeah, that's not what you want as a hitter. That never feels good.
I believe a couple players got hit in the private areas on swings last year. So that's always a really embarrassing one because not only did you swing and miss, but it also hurt.
Right.
So luckily this was only a hit, but now there's one away now. Good pitch there. Paints the outside corner.
This would be big for the Thunderbirds to get a 1-2-3 inning and get some momentum going into this bottom half.
Yeah, it's one of those things that anytime you're down, you just want to be on the offensive side as much as possible.
Right.
So you want to, if you're the pitcher, your job is to get those bats back up as quick as possible.
Right.
The longer you sit, the longer you think about the fact that you're losing, the harder it is to make that comeback.
Mm-hmm.
Good eye.
But I think that this is once again one of those situations as Adam and Cam talked about on the podcast, this 0-5 Empire team seems to be right there battling for most of every game.
Yeah.
They've had a couple get away later, but for most of the games, they've been there for most of it. And so this is another one of those situations with 2 away now on the swing and miss where they have an opportunity to try and capitalize and steal a win.
Yeah.
I mean, at this point, you kind of feel like this is a stolen win.
Yeah, absolutely.
This is a game that if we played, like a pick'em challenge across the league, I don't know that many people are taking the Empire.
Maybe only the Empire players.
I don't even think I would go that direction. So I don't know, but we'll see. But this game still has,
Oh, good pitch.
There's still 4 more outs in this game, and anything can happen.
Yeah.
We got some onlookers here. A good pitch. Quite a few people showing up in the stands, which is what's great about this night of the week. We have a few nights during the season where everybody plays, and we usually have a pretty good crowd as the night moves on. And so it's a lot of fun kind of getting to play in front of everybody, getting to see everybody play. Good pitch there. I didn't have the right count, so you guys didn't realize it, but that was the 3rd out. Heading to the bottom of the 5th inning now with the Empire winning 2-1. But if you're the Thunderbirds, you've got the top of your lineup up.
You're still feeling confident, I think, as Thunderbirds.
Yeah, you got to think this is a lineup that scoring 1 run is always possible.
Absolutely.
And so any one of these guys can put you back into this game. And so with that being said, we'll go ahead and thank... let's thank Between the Lines. Between the Lines takes a technical approach to providing the best training and exposure opportunities for baseball and softball athletes. They help you get to a collegiate level. Check them out, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, betweenthelines.pro. That was the abbreviated version, as this is a big inning here.
Yeah.
And we need to get right into the action. A first pitch ball. Looks like Adam brought the kitchen knife to cut some lines into the ball.
And this is probably the scariest hitter you're scared of just to start the inning. So,
yeah, I mean, honestly, though, you don't feel any better about the guy on deck either,
Yeah.
because Andrew can put any pitch in play.
absolutely. And Andrew is reason for their lone run today. So
Good pitch there as he blows it by him. I wonder if he was sitting on that slower pitch because
honestly, he's shown it early this game, but later I feel like he has not thrown it as much. So
yeah, so I wonder if that's a tendency that's been picked up on here or good pitch there. Paints the outside corner with the fastball, and wow.
Here we go.
Big out.
Big out number
Josh
one.
is pumped. You got to know Sam is pumped. Alex is probably pumped too, but he keeps that emotion on the inside.
Yeah.
So we'll see exactly what happens here. One away now. Andrew Nichols, captain. One of the best hitters in the league.
Yeah.
Sam
Big home run early in the game. Let's see if he can get back on the board.
just inside. You're going to hear Josh chirp a little bit this at bat probably.
Josh tends to chirp when his team's doing well. You don't hear much chirping.
So he
when
hasn't.
he's not
Yeah, we
doing
haven't heard much from him this year, but he's got a little excitement in his voice right now as his team is trying to secure their first win of the season. It's a big one, but there is no small feat at getting through this lineup to do so.
Yeah.
So he does go a little slower on that one, I think, because earlier in the game he saw that Andrew kind of out in front of that, so he's keeping that in the back of his mind that pitch is definitely available in this at bat. I do wonder if a guy like Tony, he had in his mind he didn't want any reason to slow it down.
No.
You don't give him any chance to hit the ball easier.
Don't speed that bat up. Just throw gas and
Yeah, hope for the best. Beat him with your best.
oh,
Fouls it back, 3-2. Now, if you're Sam, though, and you get Andrew and Tony to start this inning, even though John's a good hitter, you got to feel very good.
oh yeah.
You've gotten through the biggest parts, but now this is the tough situation.
Full count.
As now you're looking
Full.
at a missed pitch here is a 55 and under. I would assume they'll just put him on second.
Oh, I would have to agree.
But you really don't want to. That ball's hit right back to Sam, and that's out number 2. Wow.
Here we go.
This is a big moment now, John. Now, we did talk about earlier in the game, John is probably the most experienced player against Sam. And would it pay off here?
Oh,
this is it.
something.
2 outs, bottom of the 5th, down by 1. The crowd is on their feet behind us.
They're chanting.
There we go. There we go. With 2 away, down by 1. Ball high. Empire looking to secure their first win against the Thunderbirds
This would be
of all teams. I mean,
a crazy start to a
big swing and a miss.
to a long layoff of MO WIFF.
It very much shows you how even an 0-5 team in this league can hang with anybody. And that just goes to show the depth of talent in this league. Especially in a one-game series, 1 and 2. I throw it again.
Yeah,
go right back to that.
I don't think you messed around here.
No, I don't think so at all. He
was
been
way
locating the whole
behind.
inning. I think you beat him here.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh,
That ball's hit right to Josh. Josh can't make the
makes
play.
it there. And there goes the gold hands from Josh Rogers.
I think that was a single, but
It was definitely a single, but a gold hands player.
there
makes
goes
that.
gold hands.
Gold hands would make that play. So
Yeah. We're just giving
Yeah.
Josh trouble because he said he was gold hands earlier.
yeah.
That was a hard hit ball now with 1 on and 2 outs.
Oh,
Fouls it
Dalton
back.
right on it. You want it here?
No, I'm not taking that away from John. That was a hard hit ball.
It's
Dalton
not-
hits it. Did that hit your foot?
Yeah.
If it hit your foot, it's foul.
Yeah, it bounced weird.
It did. It hit at least right in front of your foot. It was very close.
And we got 0-2 here.
Oh,
and
paints
it's
the
a
outside corner, and the
Wow.
Empire
Wow,
pick up their
wow.
first win of the season as they
Empire.
take it 2-1 against the Thunderbirds. Make sure you don't close out of our YouTube page because we will be right back here with another great matchup between the Bombers and the Archers.